Before we start, I would really appreciate it if you help me get a content creator role in JJI by subscribing. I hope you enjoy the video. Ratio is so good that if you see a tier list without ratio on it, just close it. That tier list is bullshit. What makes ratio so strong is mainly the 7/3 strike. What it does is it applies vulnerability and it also has guard break for some reason. So you can constantly apply debuff, and it also has a buff. The buff skill is very great. You can stack damage with it, which makes it one of the best skills for PvP, and it's super great for PvE too. The only downside of this curse technique is that it's more of a support than a main curse technique. That's why it's so low on the list, but it still made it to the list. This one not many people know unless you're a PvP nerd, but it's Blood. Blood has one of the best combo starters and combo extenders in the game. It has good stun, it has a stun skill as well, and it does decent damage. The only downside of it is that you need to aim with it, but it's very busted if you know how to use it. In the right hands, this is probably like second best curse technique for PvP. Yuta made it to the list not because its skills are great. The skills of Yuta is very bad, it has zero combo potential. It's more like spamming, except one skill, which is copy. You can basically copy any skill the enemy uses, and you can use it for yourself with separate cooldown. Meaning, you can have Hollow Purple, you use yours, and you can copy someone else's Hollow Purple and use it again back to back. So this technique is very strong, but that's not what makes it so good for PvP. It's the domain plus the Jacob's Ladder. When you domain someone and use Jacob's Ladder, they're basically dead. It one-shots them and it auto-aims, if I'm pretty sure. So when Yuta pops domain and you lose the clash with him, you're dead. Even if you don't win the clash, if they stun you and use the Jacob's Ladder outside of your domain, you also still can die. Who would have guessed? The next one
I need my guide. I need my guide.
Is the honored one. The red transmission auto-tracks and stun them if they don't perfect block you. So it's just basically free dash, but more unexpectable. The spatial pommel is a combo extender, and lapse blue is a combo starter. No brainer. It also has iframe move, which gives you iframe for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds straight. And the Hollow Purple is kinda hard to hit in PvP, but if you land it, it's so rewarding. And you get iframe either way, so who cares if you miss it. But what makes Gojo so good is the domain. The domain is so broken, you can just pop it and start M1ing your enemy, and they will die before the domain even finishes. The domain lasts so long, it stuns them in there, and you can just M1, M1, M1. According to the community, it's the strongest domain for PvP, and I have to agree. And the number one curse technique is Stall Rage. Stall Rage is stun move, great AoE, great damage. It has a bunch of combo extenders, combo potentials, and it's just crazy. You have a passive called Mass Bar, and when you fill it up by doing damage, one of your skill can be amplified, and that amplified skill, guess what, it does 2k damage. It's just crazy. Not only that, it has 2 long range moves, so you can just snipe people, and the domain is so broken. When you pop domain, everyone in the domain gets minus 10% defense, except you, of course. And whenever you're in there, your damage gets amplified, your skills. So, Stall Rage, in my opinion, is just very good. The maximum technique is decent at best. It could be good, but I don't like it. I would rather use any other maximum techniques in the game probably. But that's all for this video. Every single tier list I do is made with a bunch of mixed opinions around the community, not just mine alone. So it's more of a community's tier list than just mine. I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye bye.